Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Marvel Crisis Protocol Battle Report. Today, I'm joined once again by Alex,
Hello.
and we are throwing down some foes versus Web Warriors. We got the
Yeah.
classic matchup coming in for you guys here. So, yeah, I'm going to be throwing down the foes today, and we have Miles leading the charge, and alongside him, he's brought an assortment of Spider people here. We have Amazing Spider-Man, we have the Scarlet Spider, Ghost Spider, and then we're breaking away from the Spider names. We have Prowler, which is proxying for Black Cat, and Wong, famous web warrior over here.
He's just very, very fast like that.
Yeah, exactly. He's gonna move around speedily, steal all the objectives.
Yeah.
That's definitely his role here. It has nothing to do with his purpose in life is to give power for web
What
swings.
the heck?
Anyways, going into tactics cards here, we have Sacrifice, Masked Menace, Spider Tracker, Brace for Impact, and all webbed up. Over on the foes side, you got Ock leading the charge. Who's he got with him?
He has got an assortment of people who have come to New York to fight some people that they specifically hate, and also Namor, who got confused and thought we were fighting someone else.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Alrighty.
So we got Namor, obviously, and then
Yep.
the real foes we have are Electro, Lizard, and Rhino.
Alrighty. What about for cards here?
We got Brace for Impact because you can't throw Rhino, but you can throw other stuff.
Yep.
Recalibration Matrix because I think making you roll into more skulls is going to be great.
Yep.
This is a robbery because you play the objective game and I should do that too.
What? No.
Custom upgrades because sometimes I just really want to kill a guy. And
And
surprise webhead because sometimes I
you just really want to kill a guy.
really want to kill a guy.
Alrighty. Sounds like a plan. We are playing a relatively fast scoring scenario, so we'll see how this ends up playing out. That's definitely in Webb's favor, but it is going to be damaging us because it's struggle for the cubes and superpowered scoundrels.
Mhm.
So we're going to see how things roll out, but we're going to go ahead, get deployed and things like that, and we'll see you guys in the game. Hey everybody, real quick before this battle report gets rolling, I just want to give a quick little preface to this video. Unfortunately, we were trying out a slightly new dice camera setup for this battle report here, and something went wrong. The dice camera was a static frame the entire length of the video, and unfortunately we didn't notice that until after the recording was completed. So sadly, we won't have a dice camera in this battle report. Rather unfortunate, especially since this is the first battle report back after a little bit of a break we've been on, but I guarantee it's not going to be a problem for the next few. So yeah, looking forward to coming back to our normal schedule. Hopefully you guys can enjoy this battle report regardless, but yeah, just wanted to throw that out there for anyone who may have been curious when they didn't see the dice camera. Anyways, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into the battle here. Alrighty, and we are deployed on the left side of the board here. I have Black Cat, Ghost Spider, and Wong facing off against Electro and Lizard. Down the middle, we have Namor and Rhino facing off against the Amazing Spider-Man. And then on the right side, I got Miles and Ben facing off against Doc Ock over there. For whatever reason, his name wasn't coming to me. You won the role to go first, but you definitely want to pass and let me safe
Oh,
grab,
for
right?
sure.
Anyways,
For
I think Namor's
sure.
up.
Anyways, we're going name. It's Namor time.
Alrighty,
He's doing the Namor thing.
that tracks.
He walks up, he picks up, and he runs away.
Yep, that all makes a lot of sense to me. Where is he running to is the question.
That is the good question.
I think you should put him about here.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea. Take that back point. No, I think he's gonna go hang out with
Mr. Ock.
Mr. Ock.
Alrighty, sounds good to me. We're going to go ahead and have Miles go on up next. He's not doing anything particularly exciting for this first turn. He is going to walk to just about here. We're going to go ahead and pick on up one of these cubes because we like power.
What the heck?
And with our second action, I don't know. Honestly, he's probably fine pretty much where he is. We'll just kind of move him to about here, be as safe as we can, make sure we're not blocking. Yeah, we're not blocking Ben at all. And that'll be it for Miles.
All right.
All right, so foes are passing.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go ahead and have Black Cat go on up next. And Black Cat is just going to move to within one of this objective. We're going to pick it up because we like power. And yeah, objectives are our friends. And our second action, we're not going to be doing anything particularly exciting with. I think we're honestly just going to kind of back up ever so slightly and chill.
Okay.
Alrighty, Lizard's up, and what's he up to?
He's gonna be walking twice.
Yep.
Once to here and once to here.
Yep, just nestle himself in there.
Yep. And
Makes
we're gonna
sense.
pick up the extract.
Alrighty, sounds good. We're going to go ahead and have Mr. Ben go on up next, and we just got to be careful because we don't want to let Doc Ock get any nasty incinerates out on us for free. So we're just going to be somewhat mindful of where the end of range 4 is for him. And we're just going to move to
a little bit behind that.
Yeah, a relatively safe section back here where we'll be able to gain up some power and hopefully do meaningful things in the next round.
Makes a lot of sense.
That's going to be it for Mr. Ben. Alrighty, Electro's up next for you. He's just moving
with
on
his
towards
own
the middle.
very boring turn, where he's
Yep.
going to walk right where this check mark is. Stand behind the car.
That all makes sense to me. Alrighty. We're going to go ahead and have Wong go next, and all he's going to do is meditate to gain a power. He's going to pay 2 power to give one of that over to Gwen there. Give her something more interesting to do on her turn. And then he's just going to walk, grab some cover on this objective, and hang out. And that's going to be it for him.
Sounds bad, don't like it.
I love it. It's great. Alrighty, Doc Ock's up next, and he's just walking off a little.
And then move against.
Yep.
Right in front of Mr. Namor.
That all makes sense to me. Alrighty.
Point.
Alright, we're going to go ahead and have Gwen go next, and Gwen is going to start out with a long move to about here. From there, we're going to be doing another long move. We're going to be eyeing up your back point over here. So we're going to move to hereabouts. We're going to pay 2 power, which we have because of Wongers, to yank Electro off of this point.
What the heck, man? He just got there.
It's a good time. And yeah, that's Gwen for now.
Wow, dislike immensely.
Alrighty, Rhino's up, and he's just moving on towards the middle.
Yeah, if you're trying to do some darn shenanigans about taking my middle point, then I'm gonna...
Or your back point, rather?
Or my back point, yeah. I'm gonna go take that middle point.
That's fair, that's fair. Alrighty, Peter might have some options, so I'm going to think about this. Alrighty, we're going to just be double moving with Mr. Spidey here because we want to get your point. We could try for a kick, do some damage, or roll a critical and then swing onto the point, but honestly, I don't think it's worth it. I think we just take the safer, more secured play here.
What the heck, man?
We go where Electro was, and we steal your back point, which is more fun webs things than anything, because I could have just tied the middle point and it would have been a similar end result. But yeah, so I'm going to score 3 off of these secures here and 2 off of my extracts.
And I'm going to do the opposite.
Give me 5. And yeah, you're going to be grabbing 3 extracts and 2 secures, giving you 5 as well. So it is a tied game, which isn't ideal for webs, but I mean, that's kind of how things are expected to start out anyways.
Yeah.
And we'll see how things go into round 2. Alrighty, Lizard starting things out for round 2.
Yeah, we're going to start with a tail whip going into Gwen.
Going into Gwen? Yeah, alrighty. Gwen's going to have 3 dice and a single reroll coming in from the leadership.
And I've got 3 with
that's
2 crits.
A nasty start. Okay, that ends up better. I have a reroll. And then, do I witty banter one of these? No, she'll just eat 2. Okay. That's fine.
I will gain 2. And then I have the push. I think I do the push. It means I can't do the spender into you, but I also really want to do the spender into you. And yeah, we are going to push you.
Alrighty, and just push her into Electro there.
Yep, push her into Electro, gets her off the point.
Yep.
And then we're going to spend 3 and do that spender into ASM.
Yeah, ASM's going to have 4 dice with full rerolls.
I've got 7.
Oh boy, you're crits today, man.
Yes. Does that look cocked to you, or?
Go for it.
Go for it.
Reroll, yeah.
Okay, so that's...
Oh, Jesus. 4 crits.
Holy crap.
That's 7?
That's 7.
All right, I got full rerolls. I can reroll skulls because of leadership. Single reroll. I'm on 3. I'm going to pay 1 to witty banter one of those.
Yep. Okay.
All right, so you're on 6. I'm going to take 3 for that.
You're going to be bleeding and slowed.
Ow. I'm going to gain 4 power because I did roll a critical. But that's a heavy hit from Lizard. Okay.
Yeah, he had a great start, and then he's going to healing factor 1.
Yeah. Well then. Alrighty, we're going to go with ASM because that was a really rough hit into him. We're going to choose the non-Web Warriors way and go for a little bit of violence here.
Okay. Starting
out, we're going to pay 2 for a web swing. We're just going to use that to place ourselves. We don't really want to move super far. We want to stay within 2 of you, which we are currently. We're going to stay on the point because we'll see if we need to leave it, but we'll come
further back. That makes sense. A little safer.
A little bit safer. Get just within 2 of you. And then we're going to throw a 7 dicer at you and hope it does something similar to what your 4 dicers were doing.
I have 1 crit. That's it.
I'm
on 2.
3 with a couple crits. This could be okay. 5.
Okay, so I'm going to be taking 3, looks like.
I'm going to gain 3. I do have a momentum trigger, which isn't going to matter. I'm also going to gain a 4th because I rolled a critical.
Yep. I'm going to gain an extra power from the leadership.
Yep.
And then I'm going to spend that power for electrostatic. You are going to be taking a damage and getting shocked.
Yes. Which is fine, because now I'm going to spender you and hopefully just drop you with this. So this would be 8 dice. It's going to be down to 7, so the exact same.
Okay.
I just need to roll exactly what I did last time, and we're all good.
All right.
That is
1.
not what I wanted to roll. I'm only getting 2, so you're only going to take 1.
Yep.
I am going to get you short advance. It would be medium, but you have me shocked, or not shocked, slowed. I also didn't get the catch trigger, unfortunately, so I'm not going to get to throw anything your way.
And you are very importantly getting outside of 3.
Yeah, so I'm going to use that that trigger to just walk away over towards my other point here. Unfortunately, I don't even get onto it. Yeah, and then he's going to bleed, which is not great. He's definitely had, or he doesn't get a power for that. He's alive on 1. He's definitely seen better days.
Nice.
Peter Parker not having a good time.
Love it.
Alrighty, Electro is up.
Yep, we're
going for some revenge.
By riding the wires, we're going to be placing within 2 of this car.
Oh boy, coming all the way over here.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Right up in your face.
Yep.
Then, as much as I want to start denying activations and stuff, I do think it is most important to try and take down ASM.
That makes sense.
Because Wong can heal him and get rid of conditions, and that's going to be a whole big thing.
Yep.
So, I'm actually going to, not assume that I am going to roll the way I just did. So I'm going to spender you. And when I spender you, I'm going to blow up this bodega to make it a 9 dice energy attack.
Yeah, this could hurt. But we'll see. I just had a 7 dice, I only get 2, so you can do the same, right? Okay. Yeah. I've got some rerolls on this, but do you have any mods first?
Nope.
All right, I got my spider sense. I'm already blocking it. We're fine. Right.
So, see, never assume that your dice are going to stay hot. How about a 5 die energy going into ASM?
How about he lives that too? Maybe not. 5? It's livable. 2 crits.
Okay.
3 spider sense.
Mm-hmm.
Miles. 4. I'm going to witty banter one of yours.
Okay.
You still get him.
All right, you take 1 and you go down.
Yep. All right. Peter will be down. Sad, but it did take your entire activation to finish him off, so I feel a little better about it.
Entire activation and 6 power, yeah.
Yeah. Feel a little better about it than I did before, at least.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have Miles going up next, and he's going to start things out by paying 2 for a good old web swing.
Mm-hmm.
And that web swing is going to take him to, let's go about here.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to throw now 6 dice kick over onto Mr. Namor.
Mr. Namor?
Namor. Okay. So 6 dice,
wild throw. 4 with cover and a reroll.
No wild yet. That's really all we wanted.
Reroll.
Nah, that's unfortunate.
And cover. I'm blocking 2.
Yeah, so you're taking a damage, which I didn't really care about, and you're going to be not thrown.
I will gain 2 power because of the leadership.
Alrighty. Yeah, at this point, Miles is going to call mission failed. Didn't get the throw. We're going to run back.
All right. What the heck, man?
That's unfortunately going to be it for him.
Okay.
Alrighty. With you passing away your next activation, we're going to go ahead and have Wong go next. Mm-hmm. He is going to meditate. We're going to pay 1 power to heal Black Cat for the 1 damage she took from the cube, and that's it for Wong.
All right, fair enough.
Alrighty, Namor's up, and what's he up to?
He's going to be paying 3 for his cool charge.
Yeah, coming on over to my point.
Mm-hmm. We're going to go straight on, right over there. Yeah.
Yep, you make it, no problem.
And we're going to be hitting the Scarlet Spider.
Alrighty, he's going to have 4 dice with some spider sense and things like that.
I'm going to have 6, using my Strategic Genius.
Just 1 so far.
4.
Well, we're going to use our spider sense and our leadership. And we're going to be blocking a total of 2, so we're going to eat 2 and be staggered.
Fantastic.
Not ideal, but alrighty.
I'm going to use the advance to just go tucked in here.
Sure. Alrighty, Namor's dropping a spender Miles away.
Yep. And we are going to be choosing the thing that makes you drop the thing I'd want.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Woo!
Only 1.
Namor reroll. Looking at 5.
80 cents. Miles' leadership, not going to actually make a difference. Well, it would have made a difference, but I didn't block it. So I'm going to take 4 and drop.
Whew, okay. So you definitely dropped that thing.
That's very much not ideal.
Paying 1 and picking it up.
Alrighty.
Did not expect to kill you, but I'll take it.
Yeah. We're going to go ahead and have Ben going up next, and he is going to shake the stagger, which is rather unfortunate, and just throw a 5 dice physical at Namor and see what happens here.
I've got 4 with a reroll.
Okay, we're getting
One.
3, and I'm getting my elusive
One.
trigger. Okay, so you're gonna eat 2.
Okay, and I'll gain 3 power.
2. Okay, we did get our elusive, which we can do something with. And I think at this point, the name of the game is just kind of screwing over Rhino's activation, actually.
What the heck?
So we're going to use our elusive to move to about here.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to pay 2. Actually, we're going to pay 3 for proportionate strength of a spider to pick up and throw Namor just into this size 2 here.
Okay. He will take a damage.
Yep. And then we're going to pay 2 to web whip Rhino.
Okay.
We're just going to drag Rhino over this way, also into this piece of terrain. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that actually probably leaves us on the point still. We're going to place within one of them.
Oh yeah, you're on the point for sure.
And that's going to be it for Ben. Actually, still a very meaningful turn, I think, even though he was staggered. So that works. Yeah. Alrighty, Rhino's up, and what's he up to?
He's got a 5-die physical for the Scarlet Spider.
Yep, I'm going to have 4 dice with a bunch of rerolls and cover.
Yeah. I've got 2.
Well, full rerolls. That's 2.
You're
cover
good.
will give me 3, and yeah.
Yeah. I was hoping to do damage, but that wasn't the main goal. The main goal was the place.
Yep.
Now, we're going to punch you again.
Yep. 4 dice with a bunch of rerolls. I just realized I totally rerolled too many dice there, but I had cover, so even if only one of them had converted, I was fine. Oh boy. Okay.
4?
2 with a crit. I'm going to reroll 2 and then reroll 1 with leadership for 4.
Darn.
Good talk.
We also both screwed up on the last attack. I also had a Namor reroll the first time.
Nice. Alrighty.
Alright, I was hoping to build a power there, but that's unfortunate.
Cool. So is that just it for Rhino?
I think that might just be it for Rhino.
Works for me. Alrighty, we're going to go ahead and have Gwen go next, and we're just going to move very strategically not within 3 of a certain Electro.
Wow, man.
And then we're going to throw an impact webbing at that Electro. So this is going to be a 4 dice physical. I'm going to gain 1 no matter what happens here.
I've got 3 with cover.
I'm getting 3 with the push. So no damage, and I push you.
All right.
That is kind of ideal.
What the heck?
We're going to send you into the side of this dumpster. And then we're out of actions, but we're getting 1. I'm going to spend 2
and pull
to yank Lizard just over here.
This is bullying. What
to
did
the
Lizard
other side
ever
of Gwen?
do?
And yeah, Gwen's having a good time.
All right.
You have a certain Doc Oxer.
Yes.
Alrighty. Walking over to go steal Miles' point from him.
Yep. And then he still have another action, so we are going to do a little punchy punch into a Scarlet Spider.
Yeah, Scarlet Spider's going to have 4 dice cover and a reroll, or a few rerolls.
I've got 5 dice, a single reroll, and wilds that count as 2. And not a great start.
Well, I'm getting 1, maybe 2.
I got 1.
I'm getting 2 before rerolls because of cover.
Yeah, I also again needed to do a damage there, but not in the cards for me, I guess.
All right, I'm glad Ben's dice are holding up at least.
Yeah.
We're gonna have Cat go last here, and Cat is just going to run on over to about here. We're giving up on Cat actually standing on a point this turn, but it's fine because Wong is taking my back one.
Okay.
So we're gonna run to about here, and we're gonna pay a lovely 2 power to say your objective is mine.
But I worked so hard for it.
Well, I worked harder. And then we're going to go to scoring, where I'm going to grab 2 extracts, both on Cat, as well as these 2 secures, for a total of 4.
Okay, I'm going to get
1 secure and 2 extracts.
3 extracts.
Oh, right, Namor has 2. So we're scoring 4 to 4 again.
Yeah.
9-9. Webs definitely want more of a lead than this, but we'll see how things go for us in the next round, because Namor is about to drop
2 damage and drop 2 things. Yeah.
Yes, so that's going to be really interesting for me. We're going to drop those objectives just on the corner of this building, where they're nice and convenient if Miles would like to have them. And then, yeah, we're going to go ahead and move into the next round. Alrighty, going into the 3rd round, where would you like to start out here, sir?
I think we're going to be kicking things off with Namor.
Alrighty, and what's he up to?
He's going to be doing a cool little charge.
Yep.
Into this guy who keeps giving your team rerolls. Ew, don't like it.
Well, at the end of that move, I have Spider Tracker.
Yes, and that moves you small, correct?
That does.
Yeah.
So we're going to pay 2 for Spider Tracker on this, because we don't want to be staggered.
Yep.
So we might as well waste your charge.
Yes, I do get the action back, but I cannot do the charge again.
You don't get the action back.
Oh, I don't?
No.
Oh, darn.
Spider Tracker is when you finish a move action, so it interacts horribly with charge.
Great.
So we're just going to chill just outside of 2 of you.
Greatly dislike. Thank you very much.
Good, good. Well, I greatly like.
Well, either way, we are going to be paying 2. And
Picking up those 2 pieces.
Now I've got another action, and I have no freaking clue what I want to do with it.
Yeah. Figured this might put you in an interesting spot.
Yeah. I think Namor just runs.
Alrighty, he's just going to run to your home point?
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense to me.
He's a 5 threat who's not doing the attrition I wanted him to, but he's a 5 threat scoring 3 points.
Yeah, no, 100%. That's still worth having. Alrighty, we're going to have Ben Riley going up next, and he is going to start out with a web whip here.
Okay.
Which we're going to be using on Mr. Ock. So we're just going to pull him kind of to the middle of nowhere here.
Okay.
And we're going to place ourselves, I think where we are is fine.
Yeah.
I'm kind of tempted to go more towards your other point. I'm going to go towards your other point just to give ourselves options.
Interesting.
So we'll go about there.
Okay.
And then we're going to do a 5 dice physical Scarlet Strike into Mr. Ock here.
Okay. I got 4.
We're getting
2.
1. Not what we wanted. That's fine. We're going to go ahead and do it again.
Okay.
That's a little better. 3 with a crit.
Mm-hmm. I've got 1.
3.
I also forgot to gain a power from the last attack. But,
sure.
I'll be taking 2 then.
Yeah, a little unfortunate. Was kind of hoping for a trigger on one of those. Didn't get it, so
Yay.
Placing in the middle was not ideal. Yeah, unfortunately, that's going to be it for Ben then.
Okay.
Alrighty, starting out your next activation, or next turn.
My next turn, because before activation, we're going to be playing Surprise Webhead, and we're going to beat up this weird Peter-looking guy over here.
Yeah, Ben might not be having a good time.
Yeah. We're going to start with Doc Ock. We got a Striking Tendrils attack.
I have 4 dice.
I got 2.
Just
crit.
2. I'm going to use my Spider Sense and Leadership for
You are
3.
fine. And then we're going to have an attack from Rhino.
Yep. And same deal for me.
Ooh.
Oh, boy. Well.
That is 6.
Nothing so far. Blocking 2, he's going to drop.
Let's go. Rhino's going to gain 4.
Not what we wanted to see. Rhino is going to have to place off of him, though.
I mean, yes, but he's not moving too far.
No. That's not what we wanted to see at all. That's rather unfortunate for him.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it doesn't matter that I didn't put him on the point, though, so that's okay. Alrighty, Electro's up, and what's he up to?
He's going to ride the wires.
Yep. Place himself over on the point.
Dumpster.
Yep.
You know, famous dumpster wires.
Yeah, yeah. You don't have those?
Yeah. Then we got a 5-die energy targeting Wong.
Yeah, Wong's going to have 3 dice with a single reroll from the leadership. That's a really good start for you.
4?
Reroll? Wong's just down.
Okay.
Well, that's not what I wanted. Okay. I was hoping you would at least have to double tap. But, actually, sorry. You will have to double tap, maybe. ASM's going to pay 1. We're going to try this.
Nope. Fast.
Wow. That's, yeah, okay.
All right. I think we just spend our ASM.
Yeah, I mean, it worked for you before.
Yep.
Or I guess that was Lizard Spender, but still.
Yeah. So we're going to spender you. We are going to blow up the dumpster I just bounced off of.
Yep.
And there's going to be a 8-die energy going into you.
We're going to have 4 dice and see what happens here.
Okay, 4.
3 with a reroll twice. And again, we're going to be fine.
All right, you're fine.
Alrighty.
Not ideal, but I did one-shot Wong, so I'll take it.
Yeah, not a fan. Alrighty, we're going to go with ASM. We're going to try and make some slightly bolder plays here. We're going to start by paying 2 for a good old web swing.
Okie smokes.
And we're going to come over. Why not? We'll come hit the middle point.
What the heck?
We might as well sit on there and contest it at least. And then we're going to throw a now 7 dicer at Mr. Ock.
Okay.
And actually, before we do this, maybe it's Masked Menace time.
Masked Menace?
Yeah, I think it's Masked Menace time. Oh, Ben can't pay for it. That's unfortunate because he's down. So maybe it's not Masked Menace time.
Got it.
7 dice at Ock. We're getting 2, maybe
3 with a crit.
Oh, man.
3.
Alrighty, well, we're going to gain 1 power for our attempt.
I will gain a power because I got attacked.
Yeah, that was not what we wanted at all. Alrighty, we're just going to throw another 5 dicer at Mr. Ock here. See if we can drop him. Just 1.
1, but it's a crit.
Well, that's,
Go Ock?
That's unfortunately it for ASM. Man, the attacks are not doing much for me this game.
Yeah.
That's going to be it for ASM. Alrighty, Ock's up, and what's he up to?
He's going to take a walk. Right
Stand on the point.
And then we're going to pay 4
for
scientific breakthrough targeting Spider-Man.
Yeah, I'm going to have 4 dice with full rerolls.
I'm going to have 7.
Yep. 1.
3 with a crit.
Boy.
4, and I'm going to gain a power for rolling a crit.
Do my full rerolls into 4.
Okay.
And I'll gain a power for rolling a crit.
You did not take damage, so no conditions happen. Sad. Dislike immensely.
Cool.
I'm going to pay 3. I'm going to throw you small.
Yeah, that's fair. The unfortunate part about all this is ASM was injured, so even if you did drop him, it really doesn't change anything.
I know, but he was my best target, I think.
Yeah, Ock didn't have much else to do.
Yeah, so we're just going to bonk him over here.
Yep, that makes sense. Alrighty. So slight change, we're having him throw into this size 1
yeah,
instead.
Still off the point, blows that up.
Yep, doesn't change much,
yeah.
So that works out. Alright, we're going to go with Gwen, and we're going to take a bit of a Hail Mary here. We're kind of running low on options, and we got to start denying you points. So we're going to take a move. We're going to go on top of this lovely garbage truck here, and we're going to punch Ock through cover. This is a 4 dice physical, not expecting much, and you're blocking really good. Yeah, okay. Alright, we're going to gain nothing out of that, but we're going to get another long move, which is what we were really going for. We're going to run over here to contest Namor's point, which also means we're winning Namor's point because we are healthy. And then we're going to pay 2 power to pull someone, and I'm not 100% sure who that someone is yet. I think it's just Namor. That just kind of makes sense. So, yeah, we're just going to pull Namor off the point. But Namor's not even healthy, so we're winning that point over him anyways. Pulling him actually does nothing for us. So instead, I guess we'll just pull Rhino barely off of his point. Okay. And that'll be it for Gwen. Yeah. Alrighty, Lizard's up, and he's presumably punching Black Cat.
Yeah, we've got a little 4-die tail whip for her. It's not much, but it's something.
Yeah, I'm going to have 3 dice with a single reroll.
It's 1, but it's the push.
We got the 1.
Okay, I push you, I guess.
Cool. Just into the car? Cool.
And then he's going to
walk and stand on a point.
Walked over here.
That makes sense. Alrighty. Alright, we're going to go with Black Cat. We're going to walk over here, just within 1 of this lovely point. And we're going to make a 4-die Cat's Claws at Electro on 2 health, I believe. So we just got to get a little bit through here. Oh, boy.
I blocked 4.
Yeah, I mean, I had a decent attack roll, but it ain't going to matter.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Electro lives forever.
Electro lives forever. And then we're going to pay 2 because I'm pretty sure Rhino could get to me right now, and that would be problematic. I mean, yeah, because if you gain any power, it's bad for me. So I think we're just going to pay the 2 to do our grappling hook and get to safety. We'll go behind this car so we still have cover. And yeah, that's unfortunately it for Black Cat. Okay. Alright, Rhino's up. What's he up to?
He is going to start by punching Gwen.
Alrighty, Gwen is going to have cover and a single reroll, but otherwise she's just throwing 3 dice.
I got 2.
Single reroll. Cover's going to give us 1.
Okay.
So we're going to take 1.
I will gain 1, and I will place right next to you.
Not ideal, but okay.
I will take this opportunity to pay 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
To chuck this size 3 at Gwen.
Yeah, she will just brace that. We would rather she doesn't just go down trivially.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, I'm thinking about this. What are you doing with your second action if I don't brace this? Absolutely nothing meaningful.
Okay.
So I'm not going to brace this. I'm going to roll it.
Okay.
Size 3. Single crit. If I block another one, it doesn't matter. Does my leadership work on this? No, she's down.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I also had the Namor reroll on the first attack.
Not on the first one, because
you're right. Yep. Because I placed after, yeah. So yeah, we're just gonna take a move.
Yep. Go stand on that side.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Alrighty.
Really backstop myself.
Yep. Alright, we're gonna go with Miles, and he's gonna pay 2 for a web swing.
Yep.
This is gonna be awkward, because if we fail to do damage to Doc Ock again, this is looking real bad for us. So we're gonna web swing to about there.
Okay.
And we could just start with a kick, but yeah, we could just kick you twice, but I think we're better off ignoring the cover, getting in close, and taking the point ideally.
That, I think, makes sense.
So we're going to walk to about here, and we're going to throw a 6 dice physical his way. We need to do some damage this turn.
2 with a crit.
Oh my gosh.
3.
Wow.
I take nothing.
So you take nothing.
I gain a power from a crit and power from leadership.
You're healthy, so you're winning that point. So I am only scoring 2 points this round. You are getting 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 3 objectives for a total of 7, winning you the game.
Oh my goodness.
So this entire last round, I think I sunk double ASM attack, Miles, 2 Ben Rileys into and a Gwen into Doc Ock for a total of 2 damage.
Yeah.
Every other attack, like the 2 I made or the 1 I made into Electro, and actually that might be it for attacks because I didn't punch that much this turn. Did 0 damage.
Wild.
Yeah, that was a thing.
Yeah.
You also were able to kill Ben Riley off of the surprise webhead, so you didn't need to actually dedicate an activation over there,
which was fantastic. Yeah,
was nice. It ended up not actually mattering that much because I put him out of position anyways. But had I positioned him better, it would have.
Or
made
had
it
you
so
gotten the trigger
matter.
that got him onto a point?
Or had I gotten the trigger?
Yeah.
Well, had I gotten the trigger, you wouldn't even have been able to do it with surprise webhead because he'd been out of range of one of them.
That's true. Yeah.
That would have been nice. Yeah, that just kind of went away near the end, or honestly even from the beginning with stuff like Lizard coming out with his I'm going to roll 3 crits on you deal with it.
Both of his first attack, like the first attack was 3 crits that exploded into nothing. The second one was 4 crits that exploded into 3. That was a wild start.
No, for sure. Lizard went off this game, at least in the early half. And then
Namor had a fantastic second activation of stagger someone, kill someone.
Yeah, no, Miles just being off the board was, or not off the board, but dazed that early with very little put into him was very unfortunate.
Yeah.
That is kind of the story of Miles' life for me, but, you know, that is how he plays. Gwen felt great. Gwen had good turns.
Gwen had good turns.
Aside from near the end, Ben also felt pretty good. I have been really enjoying the web whip and all the manipulation that does.
For sure.
Black Cat felt fine.
She did get to do some fun stuff. She got to take advantage of the fact that you can hold multiple of the objective.
Yeah, she definitely was having a good time with that.
She was a huge topic of conversation before you remembered that this is a robbery cost 4 now.
Yep, we were thinking about Rhino coming over and getting her if she activated too soon, and then we realized that wasn't an option. So I was like, okay, well, I try to kill Electro and I run away.
And then Electro...
failing to kill Electro is the reason why we don't go to another round. But honestly, you're in a really good spot even if we do. Most of my characters would be at close to full health, but they'd all be injured.
Yeah, had I been thinking about it, I probably should have had Rhino Stampede onto the point that Miles was near and just score another point.
Yeah, that's fair.
But, like, it didn't wind up mattering, apparently.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I mean, that was definitely kind of a Web Warriors experience of if they're doing the things they want to do, they can get away with a lot of stuff, and they did get away with some cool things. I think, again, notably, these two had a pretty solid time
for sure.
But ASM Miles, they really didn't do much this game.
No, it was. I find that webs don't roll a lot of dice.
No,
but the times they roll those dice, they really freaking matter.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, no, 100%. I think the webs were definitely in an awkward situation here of they needed to roll dice more than they wanted to, and they unfortunately, I don't think Miles got a throw trigger this game. No. I think Ben got one elusive, which was really good, but he didn't get another one. I did get the push on the impact webbing over with Electro, so that was neat, but
yeah, Electro was able to mitigate that by placing off.
Yeah, Electro next round didn't care.
Yeah.
But I mean, it scored me a point for a round, so that's all that really mattered. Yeah, I was also just kind of feeling the power drain on the web most of this game as well, of just they run tight with power, and because Black Cat was really my only extract holder most of this game, the rest of the webs did not get to enjoy that extra power.
Yeah. And haha, you didn't hurt me funny, but genuinely, you didn't do a lot of damage on your builders.
No.
Which meant that you were still even more starved for power than webs could possibly be.
Especially on the ASM side, where it's he really needs to do something with those 7 dicers, and he really didn't do much with them. I think he got one solid hit into Electro with it, but then his spender did almost nothing, and it was kind of sad after that. So, but yeah, that is how it is sometimes, but it's still a cool thematic game, the foes versus the spider people.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think that's going to do it for this battle report, especially since the camera has stopped working, so thankfully the audio is on the dice tray.
Oh, fantastic.
The camera cut out about, partway through that conversation because I've run out of storage. So if that's not a sign to call the battle report here, I don't know what is. But I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, please do drop a like down below. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Helps us out a bunch. Lets us know you guys are enjoying the stuff we are throwing out here. But other than that, until next time, have a good one, everybody. Peace.